I have my glass of wine because if I fuck my face up because I'm still getting used to using this shit, I fully intend to go back and edit in a scene and tell y'all I'm drunk. So God, I look like shit. And my hair is wet because I just got out of the shower. First question is primer. Pick a book that left a lasting impression. Just off the top of my head, I will say Strange the Dreamer. Because it was very not what I was expecting. And it floored me in a good way. And I pretty much didn't like anything else that I read after that so far. Except for Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which she wrote. Number 2 is Foundation. Pick your favorite first book in a series. I typically don't like first books in series, so I can either say the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or this is really fucking hard to do this and think. Whose idea was this? I hate you. Just kidding. I don't. I love you. Damn it. What was I saying? Shit. Probably not how you're supposed to use this brush, but you know, whatever. Gets the job done. So yeah, either that one, or more recently, Daughter of Smoke and Bone was a really good first book in the series. The first book in the Kate Daniels series, and I've talked about the Kate Daniels series a ridiculous amount on this channel. It is an urban fantasy that takes place in Atlanta, and it's kind of a little dystopian. It's like there's this magic wave, and after it hit, all these shifters and whatnot popped up, but basically magic and electricity goes in and out in waves. So there's like, the magic would be up, and then you have to ride like donkeys and whatever, because like engines, lights, none of that works. And then when the magic goes down, you know, spells didn't work, and people end up using they can use guns and whatnot, but it's just easier for people to carry swords, since you can use that whether magic's up or the electricity is up, or and they ride horses or donkeys or whatever they can get their hands on at the time. Why do I feel like that looks crazy? Concealers. Pick a character you wish you could get rid of. So I will say, ready to go from Flame in the Mist. Let me just get rid of that whole book. I'm okay with that. Or I read Roar recently, and homegirl on that one made me want to punch her in her tit. Very typical YA heroine, which I can't stand. Like, typical in a way that just makes people not want to read YA in the first place, because she's just very flighty, and it's not even just like in a normal insecure way. It's now I low-key want to draw like tears on my face, like tears of a clown. Don't judge me. Now I really look like a jackass. What the fuck was the question even? Character I wish I could get rid of. So yeah, I was telling you about Roar. So, yeah, she was she was insecure, and that wasn't the problem. The problem is that she reacted and did stupid shit. So, I didn't too much care for that, and she also was one of those heroines that fall in love with anybody with a penis that was nice to her, and it's just like, oh my fucking god. So, then there was like a love hinted at like a quadrangle type shit. I don't know what to call it. It was her and her love interest at first, and then the brother started flirting with her and acting like he was gonna take her away, and then she met somebody else, and I'm just like, that's quite enough of that. But I don't know what else to talk about, because it's gonna take me a second to blend all this shit into my face. So while we're on the subject of Roar, though, said brother I would like to get rid of, because I felt like if he wasn't such a prick, then maybe that initial, like, there was that stereotypical main female character eavesdrops or misunderstands the conversation between her love interest and someone else, so now she thinks he's doing something he's not gonna, and she runs away in tears. She doesn't run away in tears, but essentially she runs away in tears. And that wouldn't have happened if brother wasn't such a douche nozzle. Powder, pick your favorite last book in a series. Oh, I'm supposed to be talking. Shit. Favorite last book in a series. I really don't think I have an answer for this question, to be honest, because every last book has either thoroughly disappointed me or pissed me off. Like, Deathly Hallows, everybody fucking died. Court of Wings and Ruin was kind of underwhelming because everything just magically came... Shit. Fuck. Everything just magically came together in a way that was really goddamn stupid. Doing this in here was fucking dumb, but I really didn't have anywhere else. This is so fucking awkward. Anyway, so I don't really have a favorite last book because all of them tend to fall short for me. So, like I said, Deathly Hallows I really didn't care for, but that's mostly because everybody that I feel like should have made it through did not. And that shit with Snape, he's still a dick. I don't care. You name your kid after him. He's still an asshole. Like I said, A Court of Wings and Ruin kind of wrapped up a little too nicely. A lot of other series I tend to just kind of don't even make it to the last book. So, if you know of a series that ended epically, let me know. Character death is not a problem, but like 90% major character death, I ain't got time for that. I don't. Eyebrows. Pick a book that you think everyone should read. Where is my eyebrow shit? I've never tried this before. Hopefully I don't end up looking like Groucho Marx. Under Rose-Tainted Skies, which is a mental health book, which I've talked about several times on this channel already. The fuck is this thing? Jesus, pray for me. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Everybody should also read... Okay, so it did totally cut out while I was doing my eyebrows, and I don't remember what the fuck I even said. Oh, everybody should read. I don't know if it caught that part or not, but you should read Under Rose-Tainted Skies by Louise Cornell. The reason I said that is because I really don't tend to like mental health YA books because I work in the field and also have to deal with a lot of those issues of my own. And I just think that if authors don't have these issues or have worked closely or lived closely or love someone that has these issues, then you probably shouldn't write a book with the main character that has those issues from their perspective. Maybe write it from like a different point of view, because a lot of stuff is going to be gotten wrong, and then the people that are reading the book that do have these issues are going to be just disappointed and underwhelmed, or worse, you know, misrepresented or stereotyped, and it's just bad business all around. But Under Rose-Tainted Skies gets it nail on the head, and it's awesome. It's also an On Voices book because the author deals with a lot of those issues herself, and I cannot say that enough that everybody needs to read that book. Next question is eyeshadow. Pick a book that has your favorite colors on the cover. I really like teals and blues and purples. So right now, the cover that gets it closest is A Court of Wings and Ruin. That's too fucking pink because it is literally exact demo. That works better. I didn't put primer on my... whatever. I don't think I did. There's primer on my whole face. Fuck it. So right now, The Court of Wings and Ruin is pretty much exactly my favorite color. Strange the Dreamer is also my favorite shade of true blue, as I call it. The UK cover, not the US cover. I don't like the US cover at all. So yeah, I can't think of any other at the moment because it's really hard to do this. And every time people do this tag and they're like, it's hard to do this and talk, and I'm like, why? But it's fucking hard. And then I smudge it. Smurge. Smurge. It's one of those weird words like moist. Fuck, I hate that word. Eyeliner. Pick a dark and mysterious book. I don't really read dark and mysterious books. So, The Gunslinger was supposed to be a dark and mysterious book, and it was utter garbage. Fucking hated it. And it was just dumb. I felt like. Personal opinion. I just didn't care for it, and I don't see what the hype was about it. The only other person who has talked to me about it on BookTube didn't like it either. So I'm really just wondering like what the big fucking deal is, because it's one of those books I think that was published like after the fact, like after he got pretty well known, like they went back and published it. And I'm wondering if that wasn't just because everybody just loves Stephen King to the point to where now they're just gonna buy what the fuck ever has his name on it. But I didn't like it. I don't take delicate sips either, don't judge me. Mascara. Pick a long book. Did I even answer the question? No. So In the Name of the Wind, a long book that I have not read yet. I'm sorry I keep saying that, but I'm being really immature because this really rude phrase keeps popping into my head every time I say that, and I'm trying not to giggle. I haven't read that one yet. Stranger Dreamer was pretty long, by far not the longest book I have read, but on top of my head, I can't. The longest one that I own is either American Gods. I have like the full, like super thick, extended, re-edited, extended version, and then I have Name of the Wind. Though I haven't read that yet and haven't finished American Gods, but I think those are the two longest books that I own at the moment that are at least here. I have books in storage from years ago. I can't even tell you what's in there. I don't know, but they're in storage in Texas where I used to live. Blush. Where's my bronzer? Pick a book with some cringe-worthy romance. Ooh, child. I'm gonna have to give the same answer Liene did. Like, that shit in Flame in the Mist. Like, what the? She was dressed as a boy for like 80% of the book. The second, I don't remember what happened that revealed it. I don't know if her shirt like burst open or her hair came down. I don't remember it. I don't even fucking care. But as soon as that shit happened, he was all over her and he kissed her. And I was like, excuse me? Really? You thought she had a dick a minute ago. Like, what? Whatever. Too much on that side. That's why I can't do this shit and talk. But yeah, that shit was like a serious what the fuck moment for me. If I had even liked the book up to that point. Because that was enough to make me go, fuck this book so hard right now. That was enough to make me say, fuck it. Never mind. No, I lied. That shit and Shatter Me. I don't know why everybody is so fucking banana hammock over goddamn Shatter Me. This is fucking ridiculous. Really? Like, I stopped at book 2, or I think halfway through book 3. And I think this line, it was just like, ignite, my love. Ignite. Nah. Nope. Nope. Can't do it. So, that brings me to question 10, which is highlighter. Pick a book that brightened your day. That's cute. Princess Diaries series brightens my day. It's just very cute. It's one of my favorite books as a kid. Even though the movie was okay. It wasn't horrible. But yeah, the books, if you like the movie at all, like the books are very cute. And, like the pop culture references in them and shit. At the time they were current when they came out, of course. But they aren't now. But they're hilarious. And that is my favorite kind of character in contemporary books. Just the snarky ones that kind of poke fun at like a bunch of pop culture stuff. Pow! Highlighter. And shiny forehead, but that part's highlighter. I had to be real careful with highlighter. These just flat up gold look like Xerxes from 300 pimp slap me in the face. Question is lipstick. Your favorite book kiss? I will have to say when Mercy and Adam finally got together in the Mercy Thompson series, because there was a whole long drawn out thing. Like, one of the things I love so much about my urban fantasy series is that the romance is ongoing for several books and is with the same characters. The main female character doesn't break up with and switch dudes every book or love triangles and shit. So there's like this long build up, and it took 3 to 4 books for them to get together because Mercy was just thick-headed, didn't realize that he wanted her, and then finally, when it happened, then there was like a sexual trauma thing she had to deal with, but when they finally got together and they were mated, and it's just, I love it so much. It was the same thing in the Kate Daniels series, which I know I keep harping on these two, but I'm going to until I get more people to read them. The Kate Daniels series, when Kate and Karen finally got together, theirs was a little bit more volatile and less sweet because they were doing shit like pranking each other and fighting each other and sparring with each other and shit like that, and that was just how they flirted. And they finally got together. It was hilarious, but it was also cute because it was a thing that was building up for the course of several books. So I like those. I don't like slow builds because I want to get to it, but when the book is really good plot wise and the romance is a sub thing and not the main thing, and then when the romance finally pops in like 3 to 4 books later, just the payoff, makes me happy. Girl, put your lipstick on. Where's my mirror? Bitch, get your life together. I should have used one of my MAC lipsticks. This shit does not go on smooth at all. Is that it? Yes, that is it. I don't know who to tag. I'm just going to tag people. I don't think Nikki has done this tag, so I know I'm going to tag you, Nikki. And I'll have to think about the other people because the people I normally tag have already done it. So I will link the original tag down below, as well as Liene's video, because Liene is the person who tagged me, and I will also add the questions in the description box and hopefully edit out a lot of that short stuff because this shit was hard. I have like 50 minutes of footage now. Fucking ridiculous. But this is also why I don't wear this shit every day, because it takes too fucking long. That's all I got, guys. See you on the flip side. Bye.